This is the future.
So let's talk about Wukong. No, this is not some monkey business. Just like the title suggests, Wukong's Iron Staff modded and set up for red crits right now is broken. Now, if we will talk about the Wukong before the rework, then it's good to know that it's broken since it can deal massive million damage in red crit numbers, but right now, broken means that it's unreliable and you should not ever consider building for Iron Staff Wukong right now. Instead, you are better off with the mischievous Wukong build, which we will talk also about in this video. For now, let me explain why the red crit Iron Staff Wukong is broken. Red crit Wukong with his Iron Staff can still be achieved right now using the Gladiator mods. But instead of putting it in your Helios Sentinel weapon, we must use a melee weapon right now and equip all the Gladiator mods to somehow gain a 30% critical chance per combo multiplier. This could ramp up to 40% critical chance per combo multiplier if we equip another Gladiator mod in a Warframe, or even more if we choose to have 2 Gladiator mods. The melee weapon serves as a stat stick for your Exalted Iron Staff, and the Gladiator mod set bonus will work in your Exalted melee weapon without actually putting them in the weapon. Also, the build of your melee staff matters. You must add Sacrificial Steel to somehow raise the base critical chance of your Iron Staff. By the way, this is the most optimal build for my Iron Staff right now. It's a damage build with primer, and yes, Condition Overload does allow Iron Staff to have good damage when you apply multiple status first into the enemies using your primer gun like the Cedo or Kuvanuka. Also, I choose to go corrosive with this one since all my primer guns are equipped with viral. Healing Return of course is for survivability, to keep your health almost at max every time you hit a primed enemy. Lastly, Primed Reach for range. How about putting Sacrificial Pressure to boost your critical chance even more, Squad Leader? You can do that, but it would cost you an Umbra Former to do so. It only gives a 93% critical chance to your Iron Staff, but this is enough for a constant red crit. But then again, I advise you not to dwell with red crit Iron Staff. Before we proceed though, here's the Wukong build I used for this video. Why choose survivability over more power, Squad Leader? It's because it's better in my opinion, since more power strength doesn't give you that much bonus in power for your Iron Staff. Condition Overload alone with primer guns allows you to gain so much damage that you are able to trim some power strength in your Wukong build. Also, Primal Rage does not increase in critical chance bonus with power strength. It only gives higher critical chance per kill, so you can obtain the constant 150% critical chance bonus faster. In my opinion, the 653 armor, coupled with Arcane Guardian, is better as it provides about 91% damage reduction when you also have the full 1500 armor from your Defy ability. Lastly, Arcane Avenger is a must-have for the red crit bonus, since with the critical chance mods from your Iron Staff and Wukong that I have shown earlier, it will only yield orange crits. Having Arcane Avenger to proc will warrant red crit, and this is one of the reasons why I don't want you to go with the red crit Iron Staff Wukong build. It costs a lot, from Endo to even using Former just to have all the necessary stuff for your Wukong. And what does it give you? Mediocre red crits that don't even get to 1,000,000 damage. Yes, you could try using the Helminth system and subsume either Eclipse or Raw, but that would be another investment. In my opinion, his 3 abilities are in a better state right now, as they provide synergy with each other. His clone is probably the coolest gimmick of Wukong, and also reliable since it inherits the damage of every weapon in the game, specifically, the mods that you put in your weapons. It also has good survivability as it inherits the armor of Defy plus a boost in health depending on how much power strength you put in your build, and it can be healed using the Cloudwalker ability. Plus, there's a trick wherein you can just use your Cloudwalker and let the clone do the killing while it's invulnerable. Yes, the clone has invulnerability while you are flying in the air with your Cloudwalker. Right now, this is how I play my mischievous monkey, and in fact, I decided to replace his 4th ability with a subsume ability. Depending on your choice, or in your gameplay, you can do the same and replace his Iron Staff with something else that will benefit his other 3 abilities, or Wukong overall. In my case, I did subsume Shevagoth's Gloom ability for the health regeneration per hit on any weapon or Warframe abilities. Hell, you can even try something new in this slot if you want to. One last thing, Or should I say, one big reason why not to try Red Crit Iron Staff right now is it's buggy as hell. That is why I labeled it as broken, in a sense that it's badly broken and needed a fix. The thing is, the Red Crit goes away in real mission after a couple of swapping from your Iron Staff and then your Primer Gun. I think it's because of the Gladiator mod set resetting when you switch to Primer Guns a couple of times. Or, it could be that it stops working after a couple of switches from Iron Staff to Guns. That's the only reason I can see why this is happening, and even with the melee guidance, which is the only way to fix Gladiator mod from resetting after deactivating Exalted Weapon, doesn't work on it. I tried it several times but it's buggy as hell right now, so step away from any Red Crit Iron Staff build right now. It's not worth it and it will just lead to disappointment. I will be giving more updates soon, so I hope you stick around and enjoyed the content. Right now, I'm testing stuff in the game on what works and not, so you won't waste anything in the game. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.
This is the future.